guys, today we are going to be working on making predictions. Who remembers what a prediction is? Clark, what is a prediction?
A guess.
A guess about what you think will happen. Who remembers how I can make really good predictions? I can use some things in the story. Isaiah, what can I use? I could use the pictures or the words. Oh, Josiah says me too. He thinks he can use the pictures and words too. Good. So we are going to make predictions today. We can look at the cover. We can look at the pictures. We can look at the words. Make a guess about what we think will happen. Okay? So today we're going to be doing that with the story, The Circus Ship by Chris Van Dusen. Okay, but before we get started, I want us to look at our vocabulary words for today, okay? Our first vocabulary word is spring. Raise your hand if you think you know what spring means. Gage, what do you think spring means? The season, is that what you were thinking? Yeah? Who else can give me, what do you think spring means? Colin, what do you think it means?
Like you jump.
Oh, what do you think spring means, Katie?
Flowers.
Oh, and flowers start to bloom. What do you think it means?
Like a springy.
Oh, like a spring, like a bouncy spring?
Like the jumping.
Oh,
thing.
those are all great guesses, but this spring that we're talking about today is a flow of water, okay? That is the spring that we're going to be talking about. We're also going to be looking for the word fog. Raise your hand if you know what fog is. It's actually kind of funny that this is one of our vocabulary words, right? Because what was outside this morning?
Fog.
Fog. What is fog, Cruz?
It's like blurry.
It's very blurry. And what do you think it is, Clark?
It's clouds coming down.
Yeah, so it's a thick cloud floating near the ground, okay?
What?
Our next word is weary. What does it mean to be weary? If you're very weary, you're what, Vivian?
Like dizzy.
Oh, dizzy? What do you think? Josiah? You think the same thing? Anybody else? Weary means very tired. If I'm weary, I'm very, very tired. And our last word is blaze. What is a blaze, Collins?
Something really blurry.
Oh, what do you think a blaze
Like
is?
a dome.
Oh, what do you think a blaze is?
Like a laser.
Oh, a blaze is a bright flame or light, okay? So Miss Bird is going to put our vocabulary words right here, and you're going to help me look for them as we're reading, okay? So we have weary, blaze, spring, and fog. All right, so now we're going to start reading the Circus Ship. So I want you to look at the cover of the book. Sincere, just go sit behind Gage. Look at the cover of the book. And I want you to make a prediction about what you think this book is going to be about. Turn and talk to somebody at the carpet and tell them what you think this book is going to be about. Isaiah, you can talk to Cruz. Ray, you can talk to Matthew. Avery, you can talk with Clark and Kate. You can talk to the boys. Make a prediction.
And they're doing a circus. How many people? It's probably
All right, turn back around. Raise your hand if you would like to share your prediction. Clark, what did you think this story is going to be about?
Three animals with, like on one wheel.
Okay. Isaiah, what do you think the book is going to be about?
Like animals on the ship and they're going to do the circus.
Oh, you think so, Vivian?
Like lots and lots of animals on the ship that's doing a big circus and lots of people are going to look.
Awesome. Okay, I want you to look right here. You can put your hands down. I want you to look at the cover of the book. Look at the animals' faces. What do you notice? How do they look?
We're scared.
Kind of scared?
One's like looking down.
What else?
Like they're kind of looking
You
down.
can just say it out loud. How are they looking?
The elephant's like looking down.
Oh.
They're like frustrated. They're like what?
Oh, they're looking kind of confused. All right.
Like they don't want to do circus.
Oh, you think?
They're scared.
All right, here we go. Let's read and see. All right. 5 miles off the coast of Maine and slightly overdue, a circus ship was steaming south in fog as thick as stew. There's our first vocabulary word. What was it? Fog. Have you ever been in fog? Have you ever been in fog? What happens when you're in fog?
You get lost.
You get lost because why?
You can't see.
It's very hard to see. This morning as I was going down the road and I was driving to school, there was a lot of fog and it was very hard for me to see if the traffic lights were green or red, okay?
I can see.
On board were 15 animals who traveled to and fro. The next day it was Boston for another circus show. Raise your hand if you've ever seen the circus before. All right, you can put your hands down. The captain, Mr. Carrington, was honest and sincere. He thought that they should drop the hook and wait for things to clear. But Mr. Payne, the circus boss, was terribly demanding. He stomped up to the helm where Captain Carrington was standing and screamed, "Don't stop! Keep going! I've got a show to do. Just get me down to Boston town tomorrow, sir, by 2."
You said my name.
Then came a crash, an awful bash. Things flew into the air. The ship had smashed into a ledge that no one knew was there. Raise your hand if you can tell me why you think nobody knew it was there. Clark, why do you think nobody knew it was there?
Because they were too busy, looking at the stuff in the ship.
There was too much what out in the sky?
Fog.
Fog. Too much fog. So what do you think would have happened if the captain would have stopped the boat and waited for the fog to pass? What? What would have happened?
They would not crash.
They wouldn't have crashed, right? The shattered ship began to tip, then sank without a sound. The splashing, thrashing animals swam around and around. Which animals do you think would swim the best in the water? Which ones do you think? The hippo. What else do you think?
The alligator.
Why do you think the hippo and the alligator?
Because they're always in the water.
Oh, they can live in the water. They can swim. Yeah. Clark?
Tigers.
Maybe.
I think the elephant would swim.
You think?
the less.
The captain said to Mr. Payne, "Pray tell, what should we do? We can't just leave them to drown. We've got to save them too." "The animals?" yelled Mr. Payne. "Why, sir, are you daft? It's me that you should rescue. Pull me up into that raft." Look at him trying to pull him up in there. So what do you think is going to happen? Make a prediction. Do you think they're going to try to save the animals or no? Gage, do you think they're going to try to save the animals? You do? Then you should pay attention so I can see what you're thinking. Okay? "Now ferry to me safety, sir, before I die of cold." "Don't question me," barked Mr. Payne. "Just do as you are told." Do you think he's a very nice person? He doesn't really care about the animals or anyone else, right? How do we know that he only cares about himself? What did he say? What did he say?
He said,
What did he say, Sincere?
"Come on, just save me."
Yeah, he said, "Come on, just save me." What animals are you talking about? Just save me. Through chilly water all night long, the animals swam on until they reached an island beach just before the dawn. They pulled themselves up on the shore, bedraggled, cold, and beat, then staggered to the village on weary, wobbly feet. There's one of our vocabulary words. And look at the pictures. Look at the animals in the pictures. What do you notice? They look very what? Very weary, very tired. If you were swimming all night long, how would you feel? Exhausted. The people in the neighborhood had just begun to rise, and when they saw those animals, they had to rub their eyes. They thought they saw an elephant, but wait, how could that be? And what's that little monkey doing in the cherry tree? How would you feel if you woke up and you looked out your window and you saw an elephant and a tiger and a hippo all walking down the road? Share with somebody at the carpet how you would feel.
I was like, what is the world happening?
Isaiah, share with Grace. Matthew, you can scoot up and share with Grace.
I was actually like, I want to be scared. How about you keep
Okay, thank you for sharing. Turn back around. Raise your hand if you want to share with us how. Gage, how would you feel?
I would want to keep the monkey.
You would want to keep the monkey. Vivian, how would you feel?
I would want to ride.
You would want to
The
ride
elephant.
the elephant. All right. Soon animals were everywhere and into everything. There's an ostrich in the outhouse. There's a hippo in the spring. There's our vocabulary word, spring. What was a spring? A flow of water. There's a tiger in the tulips, and there's a lion on the lawn. There's a python in the pantry, and my, it went on and on. Mr. Hood was stacking wood and nearly jumped a mile when he found an alligator sleeping on his pile. I would be freaking out, right?
Yeah.
And Mrs. Dottie Daly, who grew daisies by the bunch, discovered that the zebra had been eating them for lunch. And Miss Fanny Fanny found, according to the rumors, the silly little circus monkey. He was swinging in her bloomers. But everything changed quickly, like the turning of the tide. The night the Abbott's shed caught fire with Emma Rose inside. Uh-oh. So there's a little girl in here. What do you think is about to happen? Oh, let's see. From high above the Abbott's farm, the tiger saw the shed. The sight of smoke and fire triggered something in his head. He jumped through flames 1,000 times back in his circus days, so he ran past all the people and he leapt into the blaze. So a blaze, there it is, Vivian, a bright flame or light. So now we've got to make a prediction. What is about to happen, Collins? What's about to happen?
He's gonna die.
You think? What do you think, Avery?
Oh,
So those are kind of our two things we could see, right? It's either something bad's gonna happen or he's gonna save her. Let's take a second and make sure we're sitting crisscross applesauce on the carpet. Thank you. Matthew, put your clothes on. Then everybody panicked. Help, what can we do? When from the raging fire, something burst into the view. It was the most amazing sight, and everybody froze. Everybody freeze. When they saw the tiger saving little Emma Rose. The tiger's tricky rescue changed everybody's mind. The animals weren't bothersome. The animals were kind. And so they lived together, side by side. They got along. It didn't seem like anything could possibly go wrong. Aww, that's sweet, isn't it?
I want to see a bunny.
Oh, here we go. The little red, the messenger, came running with the word. Apparently a circus ship had sunk, from what he'd heard. The animals are from that boat. They swam in from the bay. The greedy owner wants them back. He'll be here any day. If you're greedy, you want everything for yourself. You don't like to share.
I want
So the people called a meeting and they quickly hatched a plan. No animal that came ashore would sail off with that man. What do you think they're going to do to try to save the animals? What do you think is going to be part of their plan? Hide them, you think?
Yeah.
Is that what you think, Sincere? You think they're going to hide them? All right, let's see if you're right.
Or keep them safe.
Here we go. Here he comes. The next day at the crack of dawn, the ship was at the pier. And up the lane marched Mr. Payne, whose voice was loud and clear. I am the circus owner. My ship sank in the murk. I've come to find my animals and put them back to work. Let's see. He hiked until he came into the center of the town. His face was red. He scratched his head. He stood there with a frown. Mr. Payne looked high and low, but still he couldn't see the 15 circus animals of his menagerie. Can you see them all?
Yeah.
They've disguised them, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So let's see. There's the tiger. He's hiding in the stripes of the blanket. And there's the monkey. He's in the baby carriage. And there's the antelope. There's the elephant. He's acting like he's a rock. There's the bear. There's the giraffe. He's acting like a flagpole. There's the ostrich. Where's the gorilla? Yeah. Check that you're sitting crisscross applesauce on your bottom. He ran around the alleyways. He searched the village square. He even checked a chicken coop, but none of his animals were there. Mr. Payne was tuckered out. That means he was tired. His heavy chest was heaving. Then Little Red stepped up and said, sir, your boat is leaving. How do you think he's feeling right now? He's tired, but also probably very what? If you're very selfish and you want things all to yourself, and you can't find what you want, are you going to be very happy?
No.
He ran off in a fit of rage. He's really mad. This ship was leaving sight, so he jumped into a rowboat and he rowed with all his might. And from that day, they like to say their lives were free of pain. It was happy, peaceful place upon that isle in Maine. So you guys made a lot of predictions throughout this book, didn't you? And did some of your predictions happen?
No.
Yeah, some of them may not happen. That's okay, right? Gage, are predictions always going to be correct? No, and that's okay. All right, so thank you for helping me find our vocabulary words today. Fog and spring and blaze and weary. Okay, you guys did a great job. Thank you.